Good morning everyone, and welcome back to the channel where we bring you the latest updates and important stories that affect motorists across the United Kingdom. Today's story is one of the biggest updates from the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Agency, or DVLA, and it officially takes effect from November. Thousands of drivers are set to be impacted by this major change, especially those who drive professionally and manage a medical condition like diabetes. The DVLA has introduced a brand new rule aimed at helping these drivers monitor their health more efficiently while keeping the roads safe for everyone. This change is focused on professional drivers, those who operate buses, coaches, and lorries who have been managing diabetes under strict regulations. Until now, drivers with diabetes who needed insulin were required to carry out manual finger prick blood tests to check their glucose levels before setting off, and sometimes even while on the road. This was not only inconvenient but also made it difficult for drivers to maintain consistency, especially on long journeys. From now on, however, those drivers will be allowed to use new technology to manage their condition more safely and conveniently. The DVLA has confirmed that professional drivers with diabetes can now use continuous glucose monitoring systems, or CGMS. This technology allows drivers to monitor their blood sugar levels in real time using sensors that track glucose levels and provide instant readings on a display device. These devices have been available for car and motorcycle drivers, also known as Group 1 license holders, since 2018. But from now on, Group 2 drivers, those operating larger vehicles, will also have access to the same technology. It's a big step forward for fairness and for the modernization of medical driving rules in the UK. Continuous glucose monitoring systems have become a breakthrough in diabetes care over the past few years. Instead of relying on needles and finger prick tests, drivers can wear a small sensor, often placed on the arm, which sends glucose readings to a smartphone or monitor. It's quick, reliable, and much less intrusive than the old method. For those driving long distances or working unpredictable hours, this new approach offers far more control and peace of mind. The DVLA believes that by embracing modern health technology, drivers can better manage their condition without compromising road safety. In a statement, DVLA Chief Executive Tim Moss explained the reasoning behind the change. He said this update is about making life easier for drivers who manage diabetes while maintaining high safety standards on British roads. By adopting new technology, the agency is empowering thousands of professional drivers to handle their condition more effectively and with greater confidence. However, he also reminded motorists that safety remains a top priority. Even with these monitoring systems, drivers are still required to pull over safely if they need to confirm their readings or take corrective action. The DVLA introduced this rule after conducting a targeted consultation involving drivers, industry experts, and health organizations. The response was overwhelmingly positive. Around 89% of participants supported the proposal, saying the changes would give drivers more flexibility, safety, and control over their health. Many respondents highlighted that the previous system was outdated given the medical technologies now available, and this update finally brings the regulations up to date with the real world. Medical professionals and diabetes advocates have strongly supported this move. Nikki Jewell, the policy manager at Diabetes UK, welcomed the decision and said it would make a huge difference for professional drivers who rely on insulin. She explained that diabetes technology, such as continuous glucose monitors, can be transformative in how people manage their condition, helping them live full, active lives while working safely. For years, Diabetes UK and other health organizations have been calling for the same rules that apply to car and motorcycle drivers to be extended to professional license holders. Jewell said this announcement will finally give many bus, coach, and lorry drivers the chance to manage their diabetes more effectively without fear of breaking the rules or risking their livelihood. The change also comes as welcome news to the transport industry, which has been facing challenges with driver shortages and medical regulations. A recent survey from the Road Haulage Association revealed that nearly 2 in 5 employees in the road transport sector have diabetes or are at risk of developing it. That's a significant proportion of the workforce, meaning that this update could directly benefit tens of thousands of drivers across the UK. The RHA's head of technical, engineering, and policy, Aaron Peters, praised the DVLA's decision, saying that it shows how far diabetes awareness and monitoring have advanced in recent years. He said that as technology evolves, regulation should evolve too, ensuring that drivers are supported, not restricted, by outdated systems. For many drivers, this update will feel like a weight has been lifted. The daily routine of finger prick testing was not just inconvenient but sometimes painful and stressful, especially during busy routes or tight schedules. With the new rules, drivers can now use discrete sensors that continuously provide updates, allowing them to take immediate action if their glucose levels drop too low or rise too high. The information from these devices can also be shared with healthcare professionals, helping doctors and specialists monitor their patients more closely and provide better treatment advice. Continuous glucose monitoring systems are also expected to make the road safer overall. When drivers are able to manage their blood sugar levels more effectively, they're less likely to experience hypoglycemic episodes, which can cause dizziness, blurred vision, or even fainting. By allowing drivers to monitor themselves in real time, the risk of dangerous incidents caused by sudden drops in blood sugar is reduced significantly. This means safer conditions not just for the drivers themselves but for everyone who shares the road. The DVLA's new rule represents more than just a policy update, it's a shift in mindset. It shows a willingness to trust drivers with modern tools and to recognize that having a medical condition doesn't have to mean being held back from professional work. Instead, it's about ensuring that those with conditions like diabetes can stay independent, stay healthy, and stay safe behind the wheel. It also sets a positive precedent for future updates, as new health technologies continue to emerge. With medical devices becoming smarter and more connected, we could see even more changes in the years ahead that help make driving more inclusive for everyone. These new rules apply immediately from November, and drivers who wish to use CGMS will need to make sure their equipment meets DVLA-approved standards. It's also crucial that they continue following all existing safety procedures and consult their doctors regularly. The DVLA emphasizes that while technology is a helpful tool, responsible monitoring and self-awareness remain essential for safe driving. This decision has been met with broad approval from both the medical community and the transport industry, marking a rare moment of agreement between regulators, drivers, and experts. It's being described as a win for health, safety, and fairness. Professional drivers who have felt held back by older rules can now focus more on their work and less on constant testing, while the public can feel reassured knowing that safety standards remain a top priority. To recap, from November, the DVLA is officially allowing professional drivers with diabetes to use continuous glucose monitoring systems to track their sugar levels. The change brings Group 2 drivers, the ones who operate buses, lorries, and coaches, into alignment with car and motorcycle drivers, who've been allowed to use the technology since 2018. This update follows a public consultation that saw overwhelming support, and it's being praised as a major step forward for both health management and road safety. It's not often that a government agency's decision gets this much positive attention, but in this case, the reaction has been almost entirely supportive. The move shows that when technology is used thoughtfully, it can make life easier and safer for people across the country. By embracing innovation, the DVLA is proving that regulations can adapt to modern realities rather than holding people back. And that's today's update on the DVLA's latest driving law change, one that's set to make a real difference for thousands of hard-working drivers across the UK. What do you think about this decision? Do you believe this will help professional drivers manage their diabetes better while keeping the roads safe? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this update helpful, make sure to hit the like button, share this video with other drivers or anyone who might be affected by the change, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more important news updates, government policy changes, and driving law updates that matter to you. Stay safe out there, take care of your health, and as always, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.